I am a mother of one. I was raised in Dalton. I graduated from Thornton Ridge. I worked at Dalton Park, worked at Dalton Library. So I would say I'm a definite true citizen of Dalton, and I'm a survivor. Mm-hmm. So she took me under her wing. It was like mentoring. It was like learning different opportunities. Like I said, she was trying to coach me to let me know that this is the game. Like that's her favorite thing. This is the game. I'm teaching you the game, and I want you to be able to have opportunities that I had because I am the first Black woman mayor of Dalton, and you can be the one taking my seat. Like that was just one of those things that she always wanted. She always wanted to elevate herself, and then elevate people under her, which was what she said that she wanted to do. Be able to have opportunities that I had because and upon meeting him and then being around him, I deemed him the Uncle Drew. Like I gave him that name, and it went all the way down to the mayor calling him Uncle Drew just regularly. That was just his name because he made everyone feel comfortable. I've even been in places by myself with him, in cars, wherever, by myself, plenty of times before ever anything. And he's never gave me an inkling of he'll harm me, he will make a pass at me. He's never done any of that. So yes, I deemed his Uncle Drew because now I feel like if I step out of here and how I know you that you fight for these other people, these other victims and all of that, you have my back. I'm pretty sure I'm safe if I'm with you. And that was the relationship that he allowed me to take from him.
What to do, everyday people?
The other assistant, just, being in our modes of being an assistant, we're saying stuff out loud, especially if the mayor's there, 'cause she's always doing something, so she wants to hear what we have while she's doing something or whatever. So now that assistant, she'll always say, okay, well, we got this upcoming trip. And then she said the dates, and she said May 21st. And I was like, that's my 31st birthday. Never been there. I didn't necessarily know if I was going or not, but I definitely said, I want to make that trip. So Tiffany was, telling me like this is not, no trip like that. Like this, we're going down there for business. And I said, well, I definitely understand, but I still never been in the vicinity of Vegas. So even if I could just be there, and it's my birthday, I would still feel good. But I was like, you know how hard I work anyway, so I'm not even worried about that. And that was the conversation. This is our last night in Vegas. When we clock out, is anybody hitting the strip with me? It's my birthday. And everybody said no, or they had something else to do, but Andrew. Miles did say that if he's done doing whatever he was doing, he'll catch up with us. Okay, so fine, but I at least knew I got a man with me, I'm gonna make it home. I ain't even gotta worry about try to go on the strip by myself. I legitimately thought that, I was gonna make it home. Until my last memory was me waking up in his room.
That's such a shame.
Why
Such
not
a
now?
shame.
Right? And you'll hear so many stories of, oh, well, she waited 20 years and she waited 30 years. I knew if it was ever happened to me, absolutely not. That I knew justice needed to come immediately.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we are back with another live video with the Dalton Mafia family, aka we got Big Henyard, okay. We got Andrew Holmes, better known as SA Holmes. Okay. We got Bankrupt Keith. Okay. Shout out to Bankrupt Keith. We also got one of the trustees and one of the just a concerned citizen. She always putting on her best for the town halls and the news clips. So let's get into the town hall now. I've reacted to the I'm a Survivor, the Dalton Mayor's former assistant, Fenya Dukes, speaks out against the alleged SA in Vegas, in Las Vegas, okay? That's the clip I was listening to at the beginning. If you haven't seen it, it is on YouTube. And if you want my opinion, please tune in tomorrow where we will give an opinion. But if you have something to say about that, if you've already watched that video, I would love to hear what you have to say. I'm not going to discount what you have to say as a individual. Listen, hey, I will not be holding stacks of money with rubber bands around it, okay? Listen, that is trashy, okay? I'm a grown man. Say, what up, T6? Listen, um, it's like, I don't know, man. You know, listen, when I got a little money, and this is the one thing I love about myself and where I'm at in life now, is that before I've had money and I didn't know what to do with it and I blew it fast. Blowing money fast. That's why we hear BMF, blowing money fast. Tiffany Henyard is blowing the Dalton money fast, okay? And when I got that money, I when I got money now, I know what to do with it. I know how to invest my money. In fact, I have money in my Cashapp. I have money in my PayPal. I have money in my Robinhood. I started my own IRA. Like I'm I'm preparing for my future at this point, which I wish I would have been preparing a long time ago. But see, knowing what I know now, I wish I knew then. You know what I mean? But with time, you learn and you grow. Um, having money in a wrapped up in 1,000 rubber bands, looking like it's drug money, like you with BMF, that's not the move. It's not the move. Like, seriously. So, speaking of, we're going to talk about Mayor Henyard for a second, and then we're going to get into the video because it was a straight show, a SHIT show. Okay? Mayor Henyard is now in a position where she can blow money fast. And she is. But I think as much she was a trustee for 8 years, and then she became mayor and she straight took over. She got power hungry, and I think that had she had better mentors ahead of her as mayors, I think she would have taken this approach a little bit different. But she had Riley, who was not a good thank you. I love y'all too. But I think Mayor Riley didn't show her how to be a better leader, how to spend the money right, how to serve the community, and that is why when she got in power, her true self came out. Her true self came out. She is still the active mayor. You're gonna see her on the board tonight because they did a live tonight, and it got crazy. It do get crazy when they in the board meetings. Okay? So let's get into this board meeting. And it do get crazy when we in these board meetings. So I think, oh, you know who didn't show up? Andrew Holmes. Imagine that. This is his seat right here. This empty chair right here is for Holmes. Okay, this is one of the trustees. These four are the trustees. He's a trustee. This is Jason House, I think his name is, and she's a trustee. So these seven are trustees. Holmes is not there. Keith is sitting up. I believe that's Keith. That's always to her right. Keith Freeman is always to her right, or her left or right. Okay, and that's the chief of police, I believe, over here. See, I did a little research. I did a little research. The her hat hooligan mayor. Yes, those weaves do be weaving. I'm telling you, she came in here looking like she about to go sit on somebody's beach with that flower blazer on. But she definitely lives up these places. But I want y'all to pay attention to her tone. Okay? Like she's a psychopath. She's an absolute psychopath the way she moves on after every speaker. Like she could care less. Y'all talk about me, so what? Go back home to your T's and just make sure my taxes is paid on time. That's how she says. So let's get into it because it gets funky. I'm gonna let her speak. I'm gonna let the people speak and then I'm gonna dial in.
Next, we have public comment. You have 3 minutes. You can address this body, and it is public comment, so you can make your statement, and you have 3 minutes. So anybody want to address the board? You can go to the podium.
Look, the weave is weaving. Okay, okay. Look, she came, and she fashionably late. She came. They started fashionably late because I think it didn't start till like 7:10, and they was supposed to start maybe at 5, 6 or whatever, anytime. But still, it was late, and you know. What is that, tie dye? I don't know what she's wearing, but yeah, it's giving festival. It's giving carnival where they, in Trinidad. That's what it's giving.
Do you have a list? Okay. She have a list, so she'll call the names. Are you guys ready?
Oh, ready for
This is so unprofessional.
You got the time? Who got the time? Somebody doing the time? You sure?
She ready to get them out of here. 3 minutes. See, they only gave them 2 minutes last month. Today, this month is 3 minutes. She better quit playing with that weave so much it's gonna fall out. No sound. Oh, they got the timer started.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, everybody. My mic is not muted. I'm going to keep it calm today so they won't mute me. So everybody, hopefully that's on live, can hear what I'm saying. All right, first off, this is ridiculous. I'm disabled, Tiffany. Why am I being pushed and why am I being standing outside for over an hour for a meeting that's supposed to start earlier? This is ridiculous. You should have let us in. There's no threats out here today. Now what's the excuse? Do you have an excuse? Your excuse should be that you're stepping down as a mayor because you're a poor excuse for a mayor. Excuse me. So, like I was about to say,
indigestion.
Before I got muted last time, I did have a couple things that I wanted to address to this board. Since you said we need to address your board, all of y'all need to step down and quit. Keith is a criminal. Stacy is a criminal. You a criminal. You going to jail. The FBI came and raided this place. You can keep lying on TikTok and everything else and saying you ain't get raided, but you did get raided. That's the truth. All those threats you had people sending me, I know people in these streets too. And they told me who the people are that you've been sending after me. And you trust and believe that those threats are not going unnoticed. I have children in my house. So yeah, y'all can mute the mics if you want to, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why you won't look this way like you wouldn't look when Alexis Wilson mama was talking to you. But I got 3 minutes, right? I got 3 minutes. You see my hair? For the wigs that you promised you was going to buy people in this township? Did you see this? Do you see this? You want to ignore me, right? Like you didn't live across the street from my house for years. You ain't had 2 white best friends. I had white best friends. Where's your Susie and whoever else you was talking about? Why don't you Google them? Why don't you tag them in all your posts since you talk about them so much? You didn't grow up in Dalton. Why you lying about growing up in Dalton? Where did you really grow up at? Because I ain't see you in none of our grammar schools. I know everybody. Who do you know? Nobody. That's why you're ignoring us. All these victims out here, not victims, survivors. They're all surviving Henyard. That's the new thing, surviving Henyard. This administration is shameful. Y'all are a disgrace. And you won't step down? You have all these people out here crying their hearts out because of the things that your officers did to them. And you want to talk to your lawyer and ignore me, right? That's just ridiculous. I have kids that have been bothered by the threats that you had people send after me. But don't worry about it. The police have it. I hope the FBI is listening too. FBI, holler at me. Your favorite survivor. Y'all can hit me up on YouTube or whatever. But please let them know that those threats that I sent them, I'm coming to 211 wherever they at downtown this week, and I'm going to restart this case because you're not getting away with it. And residents, I'm so sorry that she won't step down, especially to the survivor. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it because I mean it. She don't mean it. Thank you.
Yo, she just used her little I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. That's crazy. But she says she mean it. So what she's talking about is to the survivor of the Dalton mayor's trusted advisor. Okay, the Dalton mayor's trusted advisor, Andrew S.A. Holmes. He's the ASA abuser. She took the wig off. Like, okay, trust me, man. All right, I listened to a little bit of this while I was working. Didn't really get to see this. So her taking that wig off was a shock to me, okay? I was like, whoa. Girl, put that wig back on. Why would the mayor promise everybody wigs, okay? And why is the mayor sending her goons after the township people? Like, I'm going to just say something about the wigs, right? We used to talk about old ladies that wore wigs back in the day when I was a kid. That wig had Velcro on it. It had tape in the back. I knew it wasn't her hair, but then when she said, "Let me take this wig off," I was like, "Oh man, her forehead bigger than Charlene's." But man, so old people used to wear wigs. We'd be like, "Man, grandma be changing her wig every time she." She had different wigs, one for when, she was, had her little hot date, one for church, and one to just go to work. The one that she wore to work was like short hair, like a little bob, short hair, because she was like, she don't want it all in her face while she working. Not even a bob. What is it when you have short hair, like a little swoosh, like it looked like a little swoosh? Yeah, that's how she had that one. The bob she wore to go on her date, her little dates. Okay. So yeah. That lady was serious. I told y'all this is just the beginning. Let's get to the next one, because I'm telling you, it do go crazy when you at a Dalton regular board meeting.
All right. Can you call the next person?
She said, all right. She didn't even acknowledge her. Keith, you a crook. Stacy, you a crook. Who is Stacy? Kiana. Okay. Kiana Belcher is this lady over here in the side right here. This is the one who, so it was a guy trying to start a business, and Kiana Belcher and Mayor Henyard, they don't get along, so Henyard did not approve of the business license for the guy that Kiana Belcher is like working for in other businesses. So yeah, I get it. I see it. I've been reading up. I'll tell you. I said, do your homework. I've been paying attention. I'm trying to get there. I'm figuring out who's the crooks and who is, like, what side are we on? What side is everybody on? That's what we getting to.
Good evening. My name is Cara Wilson. I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, brutally murdered by Dalton, Illinois police.
This one's crazy.
So, on the night Alexis was murdered, the officer on the scene, Ryan Perez, was a serial killer. My daughter was his fourth victim. Tiffany promoted him, made him detective. He quit. Why would he quit? He just got a raise and a promotion. I guess after you kill 4 black people, you get a raise and a promotion. I don't know. But this man is a serial killer. So if he's in your town, watch for him. They violated her rights. Your officers punched my daughter in her face holding his flashlight, and she ran. Within 52 seconds, he was punching her, and she was running. The officer on the right climbed in the vehicle while Alexis was sitting at 10 and 2. The first officer knocked her glasses off so she couldn't see a thing. So she had her face in the windshield and her hands at 10 and 2. She hit that corner 4 seconds after being punched. 4 seconds. She saw the guy sitting, the officer in the right side. She starts screaming. This is on the body cam you haven't released yet. Release the full body cam to the public. As she began to turn, she saw that officer in her vehicle and she started screaming. And that man put 2 bullets in her head and 5 down her side because her arms were still at 10 and 2. So how did he get clear shots straight down her side if she was doing anything other than holding that damn steering wheel? They murdered her. They murdered her and you tried to help them cover it up. We're going to get the truth. Thank you.
Yeah, if that was my daughter, I wouldn't be saying thank you. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah, man. Condolences to her daughter. Cops killing women. Like, you punching her and you shoot her in the head twice, 7 and come on, man. We gotta do better. Well, I know we can all say, well, she was resisting. Cause I hate every time somebody gets online and a cop kills a person online, and it says, well, she was resisting. She was, man. Let me tell y'all, the natural reaction to someone assaulting you or trying to do something that you like to give somebody control of your body is, and they'll throw you down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll punch you. You don't want to just let somebody throw you on the ground, so you'll stop. So that's resisting from getting thrown on the ground. Like, all right, can you just cuff me? And then your body tenses up because somebody strong arm you. Like, those are natural reactions. And it's not just black people that do it. Like, let's be honest. Like, anybody getting arrested is always like, oh man, what? And they struggling to pull your arm back, so then they use more force to pull your arm back, and then you like tear your rotator cuff and all this extra stuff. Like, getting arrested sucks, but then for them to tell you to stop resisting, and then if you just try not to get slammed on the ground and bust your face, because they don't protect you when they're trying to slam you on the ground. If they have if your hands is in cuffs and they slam you, your face is hitting that pavement. And that's just what it is. Welcome, K-Love. That's just what it is. So, you know, and you know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out what happens with that case. I guess hopefully we see more of her, and maybe I could look up into the case and I could find the actual body cam footage, because you know Tiffany ain't gonna release nothing, man. She gotta protect her boys in blue, man. You know, Tiffany ain't the first person to do it, and she won't be the last.
All right, call the next person.
See, she don't even care. She didn't even care. All right, call the next person. On to the next.
All right, call the next person.
I'm sorry that I did such a thing, you know, because I didn't want to be ignored. And I'm here today. I'm calling you ass, because you know me better than anybody sitting up there. And I did not appreciate what happened September the 1st. And to Lacey, I didn't appreciate what happened the first time I was bringing my grandson to a village board meeting, which was November the 20th, 2023. And keeping me out of these meetings was going to do what? You see, everybody's here now 12-fold over. So everything you all have done has rotten and failed, and then they're going to take your vessel right into a cell to the lawyer. I am absolutely livid with you. You sit here and you watch an abundance of disrespect, inhumane treatment, and are you the one that's getting ready to bow out to go hang out with the bears? What is that telling any of you all up there? No, I'm telling you all, y'all ain't gonna get to sell Dalton out. So don't keep sitting there like you ain't did anything wrong. You have done wrong in abundance. I don't like nobody violating my right. And if you think I'm gonna move around here and be concerned, you should think again. Because one thing's for certain, two things for sure. You crossing that line with my grandson, you gave me every reason to ensure that y'all end up like Terrence, Illinois. And if y'all ain't got enough intelligence or educated or communicate enough, because you're messy as hell, excuse me. Look it up. They shut the whole damn police department down and they had the board on board. You ain't got to be on board, Mayor, because you're not going to have no say-so. And Freeman, you knew about your lifestyle when you came. Why didn't you keep it where it was? Because we don't appreciate it here. And this is for my grandson.
All right.
I like how she got that swoop. And you got, what's his name? She got the swoop with the bald fade in the back. That's like a reverse shag from Dallas, Texas, big dog. What up, Tay Weezy? So, you could hear Mayor Henyard about to move right along, okay? I wonder who she was pointing at. She sounded like she used to babysit one of, maybe Mayor Henyard. She used to babysit her. You know me better than anybody. I changed your funk ass diapers. Oh, but you know it gets wilder.
All right. You call the next person.
She don't even care. Tiffany don't even care. Careless mayor.
Good evening. First of all, thank you all the residents that made it in. And considering what we went through the last meeting with all the people outside the way they are, there's no reason it should have been that way again this time. I am pleased that Trustee Holmes is not here, although I asked him to suspend himself with a little integrity.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's done that yet. But more importantly, I'm trying to figure out why Delgado won't unass that seat. And I meant just what I said, Mr. Delgado, unass that seat. You got $1.2 million between us and the township. You can go home and play with your checkbook or whatever you play with. But sitting up there, you need to go. You don't protect us. You don't represent us. You represent the mayor. First of all, it is misconduct. And if there's anything I can do about it, it's going to be done. You represent the mayor against the people's trustees. What kind of bullshit is that? And you call yourself our lawyer. You call yourself our lawyer. It tells me what you think of us that you show up here. And the same thing with you, Keith. The nerve of you all to put your asses in front of us when you disrespect us the way you do. Thank you.
All right, call it.
Thank you. Isn't she the one who was the police officer? Yeah, I believe that was her. Like I said, these people are very outspoken and they mean well in their community. But again, calling their ass out. Unash your seat, okay? We glad Mr. Freeman, where you see the empty seat, is not here, okay? It's the reason why he can't be there. He can't be there because he is a victimizer, an abuser, okay?
The next person. All right, call the next person.
Good evening, everyone. Board of Trustees, the four of you.
She said the four of you because the four over on the to our left side is the ones that well, not all four of them. I think it's four. It's like 7 trustees, but only 4 of them that the people in the city actually like. They don't like all the trustees.
Again, Mayor, I don't know why you do the same things and expect something different. I mean, here you are, once again, you knew the demand for people to be here at the meeting today, a public meeting, and once again, you lock people out. You're restricting their First Amendment right, and I don't know why you keep doing the same thing. I'm flabbergasted.
Wait a minute. I don't know what the First Amendment is. But I don't think the First Amendment got anything to do with getting in a town hall meeting.
Also, I've been wanting to say this because you've always said, let me educate y'all. Let me educate y'all. You know, and it's insulting. I mean, what are your credentials? You don't have the wherewithal to educate a preschooler, and you're trying to educate us who have degrees and other things. I mean, it is insane. Please retire that phrase. It's egregious at this point. Let me educate y'all. I don't understand it. And then you know, you're always saying fake news, they hating on me, fake news. We're like, I mean, why would anyone just want to hate on the mayor? I mean, you have to give them a reason to want to hate you, and you've given everyone several. You're not accountable. You don't respect people that have a different opinion or opinion that goes against yours. You're not qualified at this point. You're not qualified for that seat for various reasons. We're not even going to talk about like the grammar. I mean, that's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Keith,
the grammar is bad. I had to stop because I'm gonna forget later on. She be like, she says ax, like ask, but she says ax, and a lot of black folks do it. White folks even do it too. I think it's a southern thing. I don't know how it drifted up north, but a lot of people say ax. But she also said dang, what's the word? Man, I gotta find the word, but it was something like something nazation. Oh, I gotta find it because oh man, the news people even mocked her for the way she speaks. Okay, and she also has a lisp. So, you know.
Freeman, let me not forget about you and that deer in headlight look you had on the news. I mean, it was priceless. It was epic because I sat here and watched you when you locked people out of this village hall. You had an arrogant, superior demeanor about yourself. I think you were eating something, and it was just so flagrant. And you know, so it served you right to be in the position that you were. And I hope you get everything that's coming to you. Chief Lacey, you're bogus. I saw the whole live with Jedediah. You literally concocted a story and you went and you made a report.
Allegations. That's what it was. Shout out to Jonathan. She said allegations. Oh my gosh, that was funny. It was like, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Even the news lady mocked her. Like, man, Tiffany Henyard is becoming a laughing stock. She's being exploited by the news, rightfully so at this point, because you know the chief mayor is freaking crooked. The chief is crooked. The chief of police is crooked. Hell, I bet the fire department is crooked. But it's just so much corruption, and I know there's people that do support Mayor Henyard, but overwhelmingly enough so that I think there's enough people that dislike her. She won't get a second term. Municipality. She said. I remember her saying that. I was wondering what municipality, because I don't know which video I was, going through, and she just said stuff, and it's just like, I just be like, oh man, this chick, she sound like she hood, but Dalton ain't. I don't think Dalton is a hood. I don't think Dalton is. I think Dalton may be middle class. Stipend instead of stipend. Yeah. I guess we need a dictionary for all the words that we need a whole dictionary straight up for real, because this is out of line. All the words that she be mispronouncing, and she just be make allegations like.
Report based on your imagination, basically, because what you said did not happen. He was live, and people were watching live. So, like, I don't know. I mean, I can't understand why you would just so blatantly, knowing your position, knowing the oath that you're sworn to, disrespect a citizen.
What's up,
for no
John
reason,
Q?
really. I mean, other than a personal reason. You didn't have a legal reason.
Big
so that's
Bull
my
45.
point. So, it's
MJ in the
it's
house.
just a matter of time. Time is ticking.
Shout out to
People
everybody
are waiting,
watching.
and people are going to celebrate. And I'm going to be right there. So, anyway, have a good night, everyone.
All right, call the next person.
Now she look like the town hoe. She like she can give up some good brain, boy. She just that's the town hoe right there. She just slept with everybody. Oh, that could, child. I had your daddy a long time ago. Okay. boy. She had your daddy a long time ago.
All right, call the next person.
Good evening. This is the only thing I hate about when we got stuff on the agenda and we can't talk about it because you always put this first. But I need to know why we trying to buy property and we don't even know what's going on with our money. Are y'all trying to cover up the houses y'all done gave away to people? Y'all know y'all done gave some houses away and y'all trying to cover y'all asses. But it's not going to work because the FBI already know.
The FB.
The FBI already know. And Mr. Moore, you in trouble, baby. You could pray. God don't answer fraudulent prayers. You in trouble. They coming for you, baby, because you done signed off on all that garbage. They used you. You going to jail. All of y'all going to jail. What?
He said.
Well, did I say what? Yeah, Keith Price, he's not a resident and he's here. He ain't got no voice to be here. You know, we tired of paying for your makeup artists and your stylists. We tired of that. We shouldn't be paying for that. You get enough money from the township to pay for your own makeup and your own stylists. Why would you think that the residents have to pay for that? You are so stupid. And that He done used us. He driving in his Bentley. He laughing at us with his white friends over the weekend smoking cigars. How they done just cheated Dalton and stole money from us. Baby, he done took, hey, he done with us now. He got the bass now. He ain't worried. Y'all all need to be concerned up there because you know what? Y'all getting RICO charges. Y'all getting RICO charges because y'all have conspired to lie to the residents. You all have been stealing property, that property that's built on that corner. Mayor, you so silly. You didn't even have the nerve enough to bring it to the board, bring it to the citizens. You didn't even make sure that the town, some of the residents got the jobs over there on that construction site. But you know why? Because you doing pay to play, baby. They paying you. That's why you're doing pay to play. The reason the business people didn't get their business license because they wouldn't pay to play with you. That is why. And the FBI know. They know everything you doing. And baby, you better come with those receipts because if you don't, you probably played Kwame. Y'all played him. But the FBI sure enough gonna be knocking on your door at your house coming to get your ass at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Lord have mercy. Drop the mic. Listen. Salute everyone in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hey, so, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Damn, she was just talking about so much. Let me go back. Oh, they buying property. Oh, she said, Mayor, you better come with those receipts. No, she better not. The mayor, you better have burned all them damn receipts, because, sister, your ass, you better at least go to jail for nothing. Don't go to jail for something. Like, if they get those receipts, they're gonna break you down and lock you up for good. So you better go in there with, give them less evidence as possible. I'm sure the town mayor is telling her, what'd you do with those receipts? You burn them? Good. Destroy them. Cause you going to jail now.
All right, can you call the next person? All right, call the next person.
I wonder if Mayor Henyard is married. Oh, this is about...
Good evening, residents. Good evening, my 4 trustees and my clerk. It's unfortunate that we have to go through this today, you know, standing up there for 2.5 hours. My back started hurting, you know, and you had other seniors that's out there. I'm a senior now. And I just want to say this since I can't ask the question. The attorney that's stepped down, that should be a sign for all of you all. That when the attorney have stepped down and you're done, you know, and it's a shame that you really don't think about your families. You know, I'm sure all of you all have children, mothers, other siblings, and you're throwing bricks at the penitentiary. You are going to be, and it's unfortunate, in a 6x8 cell in North Carolina, because you're going to the federal joint. And she done played all of you all. All of you all that's sitting up there.
She done played all y'all. So these are the 6 trustees, which they don't like Jason House. Brittany Norwood they like. Kiana Belcher they like. And I don't think they like Andrew Holmes. So they like Stanley Brown and Tammy Brown. I'm guessing they may be married. Or maybe just a relation. Maybe no relation. I don't know. They look alike. Stanley Brown, Tammy Brown, Brittany Norwood, and Kiana Belcher. Those are the 4 trustees that they talking about. Every time they say 4 trustees, They don't like Jason House, and they don't like Andrew Holmes. And that's a fact. Let's get back to it.
And Stacy, I really like you, you know, and that's unfortunate. William Moore,
That's unfortunate.
I hope that you can handle jail, because jail is an awful place to be. You know, praise God, I was on the other side of the jail, but I was there for 30 years. So I suggest strongly that you all take you a tour at 26 in California and see what it's all about. But you'll be going to the federal joint on, to my understanding, on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you'll get chicken. On Fridays, you'll get fish. And your people have to take a plane to come and visit you. And hopefully, they keep you in their mind to put money on your books. Because that's the reality.
Okay, so they do like Jason House. They don't like the Mel Brown. They like House. Okay. They like House. They don't like the Mel. Let's see. The Browns is not related. They don't like Stan Brown. You know, I wouldn't like Stan Brown either. Look at his look. How could you like a face like that? Okay. Stanley Brown. Stanley. Stay off my grass, Stanley. That's Stanley. Yeah. So Stanley and Andrew Holmes, they like Jason House. It sucks that Jason and Kiana had to sit next to old Touch'em Andy. Touching 'em Andy. Old Touch'em Andy. Andy's the toucher. The SAer. He kind of looks like the guy from what was the movie with the red rum where they was chased? They was like at a hotel. Yeah, he looks like that white guy. Just creepy. Yep. Well, these three at least are holding some dignity, and you know Brittany Norwood is on. She can't wait. She cannot wait till the news call her for another interview, but they using her. She got to stop being used by the news, because the news, they take out a small piece of everything she has to say, and that's all they play, and they don't even release the rest of the video. They need to release the rest of the video so she can get her words out. I don't see her speaking so much in these meetings, but maybe we'll get to it, maybe we don't. But I don't see her speaking much until it's in front of a camera. And then they only give her a few seconds of airtime, and I think that's kind of whack. So I hope that she has a platform that she speaks out on. I know I found her on Facebook, and she did go live, and she does have a video where she's on live, but it's really not that good. If there is anything in it, it's boring.
Includes two of the trustees, you know, and it's a sad day that you don't think about your family, because what you do affect everybody in your house, everybody, your children, your mother. You know, one lady asked me in Menards, she asked me about Tahoe Tiffany's mother. Well, where's her mother? Can her mother say anything to her? I say, ma'am, I don't know her mother like that. I don't know.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Okay.
All right,
So,
call the next person. Your time is up. Next person.
Boy, the petty.
I'm going to give you $1 on the books, though, each one of you.
I know that you got to chill out.
She say, I know where to send your money when you get locked up. You better stop playing with me.
Me about Tahoe Tiffany's mother.
Tahoe.
Well, where's her mother? Can
What
her
is
mother
Ta-
say anything to her? I say, ma'am, I don't know her mother like that. I don't know.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Okay?
All right,
So,
call the next person. Your time
thank
is
you.
up. Next person.
I'm gonna give you $1 on the books, though, each one of you.
I know, but you better chill out about my mama. I know that.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay. You didn't let them say everything else, but now she said something about your mama. Now what you gonna do, Mayor? What you gonna do? See, y'all better stop playing with old folks, man. Old folks in these town hall meetings is not playing. What up, Cam, in the building? Yeah.
For former trustee Edward Steve, you know, a wise man was said that when you see people fall, don't laugh, learn. We're watching the fall of this administration, and you see these people coming in and they're investigating stuff. I don't want to laugh, but I want to learn of what not to do. The most precious thing we got is the taxpayers' dollars, and when you see it getting blown and it is mismanaged,
BMF
not paying bills, trustees getting emails about not paying bills. Who's the finance chair? Stan Brown. Does he say anything? I can get my daughter to get up here and read numbers. If you ain't get elected, just read numbers, Stan. You gave Rowley hell. All y'all gave Rowley hell, and y'all held him accountable to be a good mayor. And now you don't say nothing. You quiet. You don't have a finance committee meeting. You don't let nobody know nothing. And you sit up there. Your name was on the newsstand. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Stan Brown, the senior trustee. You know he's not the senior, oldest trustee, and he's the oldest one that can give wisdom to a lot of people. He's old enough to be the mayor's father, and you don't say nothing. You quiet. It's an embarrassment to see people who fought for things before. Now you in it. Now you don't say nothing. So it's hard to see the financial reality of the village. The trustees deal with it all the time, getting emails, not getting paid. They don't pay this. This is not being paid. So I just want to say that. Also, she still got Kiana's picture not up there. So all the trustees should take their pictures down until they put her picture up. And to hear what they did to Sister Fania, to see them cover that stuff up, to hear that story, and y'all don't have no heart for that. Stan, you was in Vegas. You know what happened, and you didn't say nothing. So it's disappointing to hear that. We want better in our community. Here, this is when it's going to take. Next election, we got to vote her out. Period. We can't have a bunch of people run. That's how she got in by 100 votes. And I know 82%. She got one by 120 votes, 4% of the vote. So that's how we're going to win this next time. We got to get her out. We got to unite around one person, which is Jason House. That's who we're uniting around. And we're not going to split this vote up. And that's how we take our community back. It's not going to be, you can be all this. This is well and good.
Y'all can
but
clap.
It's going to take the voter registration, people vote, and unify around one person.
Good night, Trace.
So make sure you subscribe to our Don't Trust It YouTube page. Keep watching our interviews as we put the truth out here, because she's going to keep online. Everybody saying fake news. Do y'all still have financial reports? Do y'all have any financial reports of the village? Any trustees have any?
He said don't trust her. Let me see here. Don't trust her YouTube page. Man, hold on. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. We gotta hear this right here. I'm gonna save that to watch later. It's a real smear campaign coming on. Let's see here. Filters. Oh man, you ain't gonna find no dope truster, bro. You gotta give us something better than that. Don't trust her. Alright, Don't trust it, don't trust it, don't trust it. Yeah, I don't see any, boy, she got so many videos out about her. Roland Martin, NBC, ABC, Fox. I don't see don't trust her. But if somebody can send me the link to don't trust, what did he say?
It's an embarrassment to see people who fought for things before. Now you in it, now you don't say nothing. So it's hard to see the financial reality of the village. The trustees deal with it all the time, getting emails, not getting paid. They don't pay this not being paid. So I just want to say that. Also, she still got Kiana's picture not up there. So all the trustees should take their pictures down until they put her picture up. And to hear what they did to Sister Fania, to see them cover that stuff up, to hear that story, and y'all don't have no heart for that. Stan, you was in Vegas. You know what happened, and you didn't say nothing. So it's disappointing to hear that. We want better in our community. Here, when it's going to take next election, we got to vote her out. Here, we can't have a bunch of people run. That's how she got in by 100 votes. And I know 82%. She got one by 120 votes, 4% of the vote. So that's how we're going to win this next time. We got to get her out. We got to unite around one person, which is Jason House. That's who we're uniting around. And we're not going to split this vote up. And that's how we take our community back. It's not going to be, you can be all this. This is well and good. But it's going to take the voter registration, people vote, and unify around one person. So make sure you subscribe to our Don't Trust It YouTube page. Keep watching our interviews as we put the truth out here, because she's going to keep online. Everybody saying fake news. Do y'all still have financial reports? Do y'all have any financial reports of the village? Any trustees have any financial reports? Stan, do you have the finance chair? Do you have it? And if you do, you should give it over. They're still hiding the spending of what they're doing. They're still hiding, even though you go to court and say you need to turn over. She don't follow the courts. She don't follow nothing. So anytime you hiding your spending, what are you hiding? Turn over the debt of this village. See what's going on. And that's how we're going to change this community. Right. Thank you so much.
Next person.
Shout out to him. That was one of the best speakers. He came with his facts. Everybody else came with, they was talking cash-ish.
Good evening, everyone. Mayor Henyard, I would like to say I respected you. I respected you. And I feel as a young black woman, you let us all down. When you go to the grocery store and you make your purchase, what do you have? You have receipts. You have told us time and time again that you have the receipts. You have the receipts. You have the receipts. As a mother, when my child lies to me, I tell them, okay, prove it to me. Prove to me that you did not lie to me. Open your room door. Let me see that my brush is not in your room. And that's all this is really about. Being transparent, being open.
Legend has it she still ain't found that brush, because woo-wee.
Being honest. It has nothing to do with shaming a black woman in power, nor shaming the super mayor, as you so infinitely call yourself, with a whole bunch of flyers and billboards. Yeah, the little heart was cute, but I really don't appreciate the way you played my son out of his money for the little dance camp that you also promised him that everyone else does not know about. You know, this whole township can be saved, but it's going to take more than us. It is going to take the Lord God himself to save this township from all of this corruption. It's going to take God, it's going to take votes, and it's going to take for us to come together as one. And maybe she's up there choking on all the lies that she has told us thus far. Okay? Thornton Township. Okay? We need to take our township back and put it in more capable hands. It's not that we are stalking the black woman in power. It's just the wrong black woman. A black woman who does not know how to manage finances. How can you be in a deficit and you're constantly spending? If I don't have any money in my bank account, I'm certainly not going to overdraw my account. The account is being overdrawn, and who's footing the bill? We are. My taxes went up $10,000 for my property in Thornton Township, and I had to fight like hell to get it reduced to what it should be. My paperwork for my exemptions magically disappeared. I once worked as a nurse, and I know They're from paper charting. If that paperwork does not say what the supervisor wants it to say, that paperwork is ripped up, and your supervisor's gonna tell you, now write what I told you to write. And I feel as though that is what Mayor Henyard, or Super Mayor, has done for the administration to rip up those receipts, which is why we don't have them.
All right, Carl, who's next?
Wait, do Illinois have state taxes, or what's going on? He said the Dalton Trustees page. Oh, okay. Because I've seen the Dalton Trustees YouTube page. That's what he was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, I got Tiffany's. It look like it's 2 YouTube pages. There's another one. There's a clip I want to go to real quick because I seen this. All right, let's see here.
Woman at the center of a lawsuit involving Dalton Village trustee Andrew Holmes and the mayor, Tiffany Henyard. The woman accuses Holmes of sexually assaulting her. NBC 5's Regina Waldrop has been working on this story for several months.
She's the mayor's former assistant, and we want to make it very clear, we did not interview her. She provided us with a link to a pre-taped statement that details what she says happened during and after a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas. She says she's a survivor of an assault, and the time has come to share her story.
But this has been a long journey for me already.
Fania Dukes filed a civil lawsuit against her old boss, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, and trustee Andrew Holmes, accusing Holmes of assault and Henyard of retaliation.
I'm fighting for every woman that's been in my position. I'm fighting for a sister that doesn't have a voice. I'm fighting for a sister that's scared.
The incident allegedly occurred May 24th last year during an economic development trip to Las Vegas that's now under federal investigation. On that trip, Henyard, a handful of Village and Thornton Township reps, and trustee Andrew Holmes, whom Fania called Uncle Drew.
He made everyone feel comfortable. I've even been in places by myself with him, in cars, wherever, by myself, plenty of times before ever anything. And he's never gave me an inkling of he'll harm me, he will make a pass at me. He's never done any of that.
According to the suit, after dinner and walking the Las Vegas Strip with trustee Holmes, Fania felt disoriented and ultimately blacked out.
Until my last memory was me waking up in his room.
The suit details a conversation between Fania and Officer Byron Miles when they returned from Las Vegas. Miles was a member of Henyard's security detail at the time. He claimed Holmes told him he had unprotected sex with Fania in Las Vegas. The suit also alleges Holmes, in a video call to Officer Miles, showed Fania partially undressed in his hotel bed. Officer Miles advised Fania to seek medical care, according to the lawsuit.
You're the only person that stood up for me, opened your mouth.
According to the lawsuit, Fania claims she was fired shortly after bringing the accusation against Holmes to Henyard. Officer Miles was removed from his role in the mayor's security detail and demoted to patrol duty. Miles has also filed a civil lawsuit, and the Department of Human Rights launched an investigation. The Village told us in a statement it conducted a thorough investigation into the allegations led by an independent third party. It goes on to say Officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about the allegations. Ms. Dukes refused to cooperate with our investigation, it says. This is nothing more than 2 disgruntled Village employees trying to make off with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The Village looks forward to defending these allegations. Trustee Holmes didn't respond to our repeated requests for a comment. Fania says she started a foundation to support women like her.
Hoping that if you are a victim, please find your way to contact me or any of my people, and we're going to help you. Because you need a voice, and if you don't have your own voice, I will be.
Dalton trustees hired Lori Lightfoot, Chicago's former mayor, to lead an investigation into Dalton's mayor. Tonight's Village board meeting gets underway at 6:30 in Dalton.
Yep. This is crazy. Like, I don't know how many lawsuits there is. There's the lawsuit with the guy who had the barbershop / tattoo shop. There is another lawsuit for another property being sold or or taken from them by the city of Dalton. And then there's this lawsuit with her and the police officer, with Fania and the police officer. Like, yo, man, when I came in this thing, I thought it was just about Biggie. Then everybody had to open their mouth with an opinion. Lord, this story is just. That's why the FBI is in there, cause hell, they like, man, it's just too much going on in this little bitty ass town for this much noise. So they had to check it out, and that's what they doing. So shout out to the feds, cause your ass going to jail. You going to jail. I could just see that meme with Desi Banks. You going to jail. That's what somebody need to play. They need to play that. You going to jail. Like, they need to go in there and say, I have a presentation, put it on the big screen, say, you going to jail.
Next.
Hey, City of Dalton.
Y'all beware if my internet go out because we got storms outside. We just gonna finish up. I mean, the lights might go out, everything. So just chill out. We got real storms out here.
I just wanted to say this. I was sitting back quietly. I'm a minister in the community, a youth director in the community. And more than the hurt and the pain that I'm seeing from these residents that are broken, wounded because of some of the stuff that has taken place in this administration, I want to speak for the young people in this community. I've been dealing with young people since I was 19 years old working at the South Suburban YMCA. I've seen some of them come through some of the hardest times of their lives, being on Prozac, Ritalin. I have to take them under my wing for the young people. Now today I look at, in the city of Dalton, how do our young people look at us as adults? We try to figure out why our young people are doing what they're doing, why they have no care, why they're relentless, why they're ruthless, and how. What are our leaders doing in our communities? If our leaders aren't living up to a morality and a standard that is going to be a good examples for them, what do we expect? In front of Obama House, I've stood in front of Trump building, and I see more women standing out there than I do men. And I see men sitting here watching the injustice happen in their community, and they're more concerned about the money. So I'm not judging you, I'm asking you guys, make better decisions. And if you got to step down, it don't hurt. Put somebody better in the position that's going to help the community.
Yeah.
All right. Call the next person. Is that it? All right. That ends public comment. Next, we have general announcements. Is there any general announcements?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
First, I would like to invite everyone to Tea with the Trustees, May 11th at 9:30 at the Lester Long Fieldhouse. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that's out there. I have a couple of comments because I'm sure they won't get answered, but our meeting starts at 6:30, and it's unfair that we have to wait till 7:10, 7:15 to start.
Okay, yeah, so it's getting real in Oklahoma City, okay? So I gotta step out and get ready for tornado shelters won by my kids. So we're gonna have to continue this in a little bit. Just not right now, okay? Thank you all for joining us. Like I said, I thought it was like, hey, you know, if the power go out, but actually it's gonna be more than, it's gonna be more like a house going down. Okay, everyday people, man. I guess we're gonna start this whenever, but I gotta figure out what's going on with my kids.